Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain For You. Today's topic is going to be, but I'm not safe. Alright, I'll get to that in a moment. Let's take a couple of nice breaths. Listen to the cicadas. And for anybody who's getting driven crazy by the bugs, I apologize for the noise, but shooting inside is just not my thing. So let's enjoy the nature, even if it seems a little bit annoying. I will encourage you to set aside your annoyance at the noise. Just breathe through it. Say, oh, that's kind of cool how they go in waves. It gets louder, it gets softer. I think they're all just calling to each other. I don't know if that's a mating thing or what. So, let's take a couple of deep breaths. Breathe out the stress, the tension, the noise. Breathe in the confidence. Alright, so I teach a lot about how the pain is there because it's a danger signal, right? It's absolutely, I think it's got a bug in my hair. Absolutely. Yep, got him. Can't believe I just squashed a bug in my head. Alright, so back to the topic. But I'm not safe. I teach a lot that once we can teach our brain that we're actually safe in our body, in our emotions, in our thoughts, that the pain can let go. Once we know it's really TMS and we accept that, we can turn down the fear, right? Because we're turning down the danger signals. And I'll tell you, I get a lot of comments from people that go, you know what though? We've got this COVID pandemic going on. I'm not safe. And if it weren't for this COVID thing, I think I'd probably be better. But, you know, COVID. And I get it. I'm right there with you. I understand that. And yes, there are other aspects of this world and this life that can be unsafe, unsettling. You know, here in the United States, we had a whole rash of riots going on and protests that turned riotous. And we still have some of them going on up in Portland. And so there's a lot of uncertainty, at least here in the United States, and I'm sure a lot of it globally too, due to the political, the world events, the COVID. And if you are saying, I'm not safe because of those things, and therefore I cannot get better, I'm here to tell you that you're selling yourself short, because COVID started back in March and it's now, you know, getting towards the end of July. We've had a lot of success stories in that time frame. So people are getting better despite world events and this pandemic and everything else. So please don't use that as a reason to convince yourself it's not possible. When I say learn that you are safe, I mean learn that you are safe in your body. Your body is safe. There's nothing broken. There's nothing horrible going on physically in your body. When I say you're safe with your emotions, I mean you can cry your eyes out. You can get angry. And that's okay. Those are just emotions. They're not dangerous, right? Movement. When you teach your brain that you're safe moving your body. Well, how do you know that? Because you've got an assessment that says, I've got TMS, and therefore movement is not dangerous. You believe that from past experience, but again, the pain is just there as a danger signal. And if you believe you got a bad back, what do you think is going to happen when you bend over? Oh, my back's going to hurt. Why? Because your back is saying, stop that. That's dangerous. You got a bad back. You've been telling me that for years. Don't bend over. And so when you teach your brain that you're actually safe and that you're not broken, that there is no danger in movement, and it takes some time, it takes a little bit of consistency and practice, but you are safe in your body, your emotions, your thoughts, and your immediate surroundings, right? That's what I mean by teach yourself that you're safe. And for things that are outside of your control, like global events, world events, national events, the pandemic, take the normal precautions. Don't go walking downtown at in Portland at Saturday night at 10 o'clock when riots are going on. Stay home. You'll be safer there. Pandemic. Follow the process. Wear the masks. Social distancing. You'll be fine, right? If you're really afraid, then don't go out. But you will be safe at home. So this is not a talk about the pandemic or anything else. My point is, for any time you think to yourself, I know, Dan, I'm supposed to convince myself I'm safe, but I'm not because of all those things outside of my inner world. You're giving up your ability to heal, giving up your ability to recover. Again, I don't like that word heal because there's nothing to heal. You're giving up your power to end your symptoms because you're blaming your symptoms on the outside world. And I'm not suggesting that it's not a stressful time. But what we want to teach ourselves is that stress in itself is not dangerous. Sure, we want to turn it down as much as possible. But stress in and of itself is not dangerous. There was a TED Talk talking about stress. And stress is not dangerous unless you believe it is. And they actually tracked studies for years, thousands and thousands of people. And the people who believed stress was worse had more stress response illnesses. People actually had a worse time from a health perspective if they believed stress was dangerous. And the people who did not believe stress was dangerous could have the same levels of stress and they were okay. So, perspective matters. And so if you're thinking, I'm not safe, Dan, and as long as this pandemic thing is going on, I'm not getting better, that's a decision you're making. It's a belief you're deciding to have. That's not necessarily true. If that were true, how come other people are getting better? How come I have gone through 10 years of life, divorce, moved 5 times, all sorts of stuff going on, ups and downs with all sorts of things in my life and my business, and I don't have pain? Why is that? COVID has not caused me back pain, so why would it cause you to not be able to get rid of your back pain, right? It's our beliefs, it's our decisions, it's how we view the world. And I choose to view my inner world as safe. My emotions, my thoughts, my body. I choose to believe that I am safe in those areas. And yeah, there's some stressful things going on out in the world. From choosing that will not influence me. And that belief that those things, while real, are not going to impact me and my ability to feel safe in my inner world. So I hope this makes sense. Let me know. Raise your hand, comment below. Tell me what you think. Are you one of the type who says, as long as I have X, Y, and Z situation, and it doesn't have to be COVID or the world events. It could be as long as I have an unresolved situation with my spouse or a partner or a friend or a parent, I'm never going to get out of pain, because these are always creating new emotions, and as long as that's happening, I'm going to be stuck. Same thing applies. You don't have to fix your life. You don't have to eliminate all these stressors. You certainly don't have to eliminate all emotions to get better. You just have to teach yourself that the emotions are actually okay to be felt. They're safe to be felt. And do that by feeling them. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So you're safe in your inner world, your thoughts, your emotions, and in your body, right? That's what matters when I talk about safety. And you don't have to fix the outside world. You can always be safe in your inner world, no matter what. So, love you guys and gals. Please comment below. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.